S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Block 15! Number 53! Mike 53! Hey, let's get that ball, D! Let's get that ball! Check 24! Check 24! Spawn!
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Watch the slap. Hey, 5-7. Watch it.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Set. Black 11. You. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. It's our time.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
93.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for two. Here's 2nd and 8. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Alpha! Load it! Load it! Hey, Haywood! Check 53. Double dog, that's the way. White, 89!
Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, tight down. There you go. He's crashing. He's checking.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
White 90. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Time to go right now. Do the hunt.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding.
Here we go. Here we go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the shot.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Touchdown, Los Angeles. Matt Bryant down for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On first down, it's Gordon. 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Raiders. 71 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Going deep here for Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Mike.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Second year in Oakland for Walter after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, you know, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. Well, now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, Team 6, Team 6.
Carr now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Complete to Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Martavis Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Keep it skinny. Rush in. Rush in. Hey, Wahoo. 53 at the mark. White. Nice hot.
From the gun, Rivers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Stay there. 390. 53. Mike, 53. In your face. Hey, Rocket. Hey. Mike. Watch the slap. Hey, Zoo. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Rivers on first down. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 79! 79! Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 50. Hey, exit. Let's go one more. Mike. Behind.
To throw again. Rivers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now! 180! 180, we're good, we're good! 180,
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Matt Wild now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, Rocket!
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He'll buy some time right. Got some room at the 30. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
Here's Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rivers. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
52. 52's the mic.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Down. You wide at 8. Check 52's the mic. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 52's the mic. Watch Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey. Raider 9. White.
Shotgun now for Carr. Being chased out left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Now Benjamin. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Crunch. Jam.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. No gain, and it's second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Switch.
6:37.
Hey, Mike 52. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Watch twins. Showing up.
Later 93. Smooth.
Now Carr. Dancing to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
You got tight right there. Safe.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Leaping over him. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Hey, Foxtrot.
52.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. He completes it to Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Here we go.
Express. 808.
Shift. Kill. Shift.
Here's Carr to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Whip.
Watch express.
Throwing now is Carr. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the block.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage to Vecchio to add the PAT. This no good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Allen, the intended receiver.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
93. 93.
52, Mike, 52. Hey, defense, let's go.
Hey, Alpha.
52's the Mike, boys, 52. I got one.
That's it.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The lefty to Vecchio now to add the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Raiders, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week